Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to put a 1500 Goldwing up on the center stand today. Should be straightforward and easy, but you know it can be a little bit difficult. It's a little bit of a heavy bike. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to demonstrate it, then we'll go over it real fast. So here we go. Alright guys, if you're wondering how I made that look easy, I'll let you into my little secret there. If you look down there at the center stand, that is not any normal center stand. That is a write-off center stand. I know some of you are going to probably say that's cheating. Well, yeah, a little bit. But hey, whatever. Now, write-off center stands are very good. They're very nice. They make it a lot easier to put these heavy bikes up on the center stand. If you're an older gentleman and you can't quite handle the weight but still ride the two wheels and still want to leave it up on the center stand, I would highly recommend getting one of these. Some of the cons is that they're expensive. I'm just happened to be lucky that mine actually came with it. An elderly gentleman owned my bike before I bought it, and he had it put on, so lucky me. And the other con is that it makes it a little bit difficult to work on the rear tire. Not a whole lot. I mean, if you can see, if you look back there, you can tell that it's not that much off the ground here. If I get the camera kind of straight, right about in there, you can see it's about pretty much right on it. And it makes it a little bit harder when you go to change the tire a little bit. You have to kind of wiggle, wobble, and kind of get it oomped out. But it's not really like a big deal breaker or anything. Because the factory center stand gets the tire way off the ground and makes it real easy to work on. So that's a few of the cons. I mean, other than that, I can't think of anything else that is bad about it. I mean, other than the price and the working on it a little bit makes it a little bit difficult, but the overall strength you have to exert to get this thing on a center stand is reduced tremendously. You don't have to call out your He-Man powers or anything to get it to go hee-ho to get it up there, because I'm telling you, I've messed with a few Goldwings with the factory center stand, and it is a pain. I mean, you really got to call out your He-Man strength there to get it up there. I mean, but these bikes are almost 1,000 pounds, or maybe at 1,000 pounds if you got to fully load it with gasoline and stuff in the saddlebag, so they're quite heavy and everything. Now, when I always put mine on the kickstand, I mean not kickstand, center stand, I always leave the kickstand out when I'm putting it up there, so in case anything goes wrong, drop it on the left side and the kickstand will most likely catch it, because sometimes you might be going heave, oh, it's not going, leg hurt, you know, leg cramp or whatever, and you just let it go on the left side and the kickstand will catch it. That way you won't drop your bike, because dropping these bikes means big money. Just throw up money, dollar signs everywhere, these plastics. So you don't want to do that. So that's my advice to you whenever you get up there. Leave the kickstand down. Now once you get up on the center stand, you can put the kickstand up and that way it'll be out of the way. Alright guys, so enough of that center stand. Let's talk about how I did this. Alright, I've put the bike back on the kickstand for us just to show you for demonstration purposes here. So here we go. Now the first thing I usually do is I kick up this right here. And then you can see the little peg down there. Should be able to. Down there. Alright. Then what you're going to do next is you put both hands on your handlebars. And then you're going to level the bike. Alright, until you can feel the other peg of the center stand hit the ground. Then you know you're level. Alright, once you get the bike level, put one hand right there and put the other hand on the handle right there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to push down with your right foot, and then you're going to pick up with your hands right there with your arm and just push up with the hands and push down with your foot. Very easy. So let me do that. Talk about the few reasons why I leave it on the center stand. For one, it takes up less space, in my opinion, because you know those big CB antennas and radio antennas, they stick out there quite a ways. So having them straight up in the air is a lot better than having them on their side poking out at somebody walking by. I know you can fold them in, but I like to leave them straight up most of the time if I can. Another reason is that all the oil and the fluids will be level in the engine, so that way when you're got the bike on the kickstand and you leave it on the kickstand for days or weeks, you know, all the oil and everything drains over the one side. This way when you start the bike it won't be dry. Yeah, I know you got an oil pump and it circulates and la 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 and all that good stuff, but I find it a much better way to leave the bike, because before you even get on the bike, you can check your oil, check your fluids, and you don't have to, you know, put it back on the center stand or get it centered, then check it. Or it just makes it a lot easier for me just to have it already prepped and ready to go, to check oil, go, done, hop on bike, crank her up, warm it up, hop right off, go. So that's one of my main reasons why I like leaving it on the center stand. It's probably because I got in the habit with my old bike. I had a 79 KZ400. If some of you have seen one of my very first YouTube videos, you have probably seen me advertising it for sale on YouTube there. And the video is still up, still out there, even though it's long gone sold. I still have it out there if you want to check out my first bike. But I always put it on the center stand, and to me it seems like it's always better to leave them on the center stand, really. Alright guys, that is going to do it for today. I hope you learned something, how to put these bikes up on the center stand, and I hope you learned about a ride-off, how helpful they can be. And I hope you'll stick around for the big video that's coming up here pretty soon, the carburetor video. That'll be coming up soon. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We do all kinds of things. We do Goldwings, we do Harbor Freight tool reviews, we do car tech tips. Sometimes we hit on tractor videos, and also we do Volkswagens. So we hit a lot of stuff on this channel, and if you haven't joined, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead, hit it. Yeah, just click on it. That's all you got to do. And then you'll get updates from me all the time whenever I get a new video out or whatever happens, you know. Updates, you know. It's like we're one big happy family. We get to stay in touch there. That's what it's all about here. Helping everybody out here. If you ever need any help or questions, leave, you know, shoot me an email or comment or Facebook. You know, there's ways to get a hold of me. So if you want to hit me up, that's fine. Well guys, that is going to do it today. I hope to see you next time. So you guys stay safe out there.